Good afternoon, my friends. So today I'm in Champ de Manoeuvre, Place du 1er Mai, in the Place du 1er Mai area, in the Sidi Mohammed municipality, in central Algiers, in the eastern part of central Algiers, and I'm going to show you on this exciting trip. I'm going to show you how to drive from this place to Ain Benian, in the west of the capital. I mean, in the west of, capital of the province. I'm going to show you how to drive there via some sort of a shortcut that I usually use in order to avoid traffic. So here we are at the central part, at the roundabout. I wonder where this bus is going. It's an accordion bus or a banana bus. Okay, so it's driving straight, same direction as me. Therefore, I'm driving the same direction. All right, guys. So you can see that Algiers is misty today. You can see the mist hanging over those high hills over there, where the Orasi Hotel and Tilimli are located. In the upper parts of central Algiers. All right, you. Okay. You have the right of way, sir. Okay, you are at a roundabout. You have the right of way. Go ahead. Okay. If you want to go to Hussein-Dey, you take the right. Hussein-Dey via the motorway. This is the Mustafa Pasha Hospital. All right. Okay, so this is a very busy place. The Mustafa Pasha Hospital is on the right. This is the largest hospital here in Algiers. It has, I think, all sorts of medical specialties. And now we're driving by the underpass. The Champ de Manoeuvre underpass is on the left. Everything on the right is part of the hospital. This area here is known for the Ali Billah market, fruit and vegetable market. There are also clothing stores here and a shopping mall, a clothing shopping mall known as the Bazaar. There is a parking garage on the right, on the left. So if you visit the market or the bazaar, then you are going to park your car there. In that parking garage. So now this is Independence Avenue. As you can see, it's steep and long. You've got to be careful here because cars are speeding, and there are also people crossing the road, pedestrians crossing the road, visitors of the markets. This area is known as Ghermoul because there is a street here known as Ghermoul. There is a shortcut on the right, by the way. If you find traffic here on Independence Avenue, Avenue de l'Indépendance, then you could take that shortcut on the right where that pickup truck just turned. There is a beautiful scenery here on the left. It overlooks, it's a high place and it overlooks Algiers. I mean the Algiers Bay. The Algiers Bay is that part of the Mediterranean. And which borders Algiers, and there is a gas station on the right. Now we are going towards Biar. So we will be going to driving to Ain Benian via Poirson. Poirson is part of Biar, and then via Valdidra. Before we join Chevalier, Châteauneuf and Chevalier, and then drive on to Cheraga, which is next to Ain Benian. It is adjacent to Ain Benian. So this is the Mohamed-Bougara Boulevard. Which is part of Biar. Tilimli is on the right. There are shortcuts here that link this boulevard to Tilimli, to the Crib El Qasim Boulevard. And all these are main streets here in Algiers, in central Algiers. There is a small garden here on the right. Gatlief II. The Gatlief II Park. A very small park for local residents. It's always nice to pay attention and notice all these parks, because you might, you know, drive by, and you know, if you manage to find a place where to park your car, then some of these parks are worth visiting. They are calm, they are clean for some of them, while others are plagued with littering. Now I need to drive on the left lane, guys, because I need to prepare to enter Poirson, which is part of Biar. It is one of the neighborhoods of Biar. Alright, so here, make sure there is no oncoming traffic. Great, so now this is Poirson. It's an upscale neighborhood with beautiful villas. But the road is incredibly and insanely bumpy. Today is the 1st of January, January the 1st, 2022. Happy New Year to everyone. I just saw a crow fly across the road. A huge one. Perhaps a rook. A big species of crows. Okay, so just look at how bumpy the road is here. It's in a very bad state. And now it's better here. The Italian Cultural Center used to be somewhere here. Back in 2003, 2004. This street is named Al-Mu'izz ibn Badis, one of the kings of the Zirid dynasty. The Zirids were a dynasty, an Anazir or Berber dynasty, Muslim dynasty that established a state here in the central Maghreb, in present-day Algeria. Their capital, their first capital, was in Ashir, in the city of Ashir, which is present-day Ain Boussif in Medea. Then they transferred their capital to Algiers, so they are the founders of modern Algiers in the 10th century AD. 4 centuries after the arrival of Islam to our country here in North Africa. And the Berbers massively converted to Islam. So now we are approaching the Bashir Ibrahim Street. It's over there. There is a stop sign here. I've got to stop for at least 5 seconds. Now, let's go. Let's go. Oncoming traffic, but it's okay. Alright guys, so now we are on the Bashir al-Ibrahimi Street. We are going to take the next right here. Alright, easy peasy. Great. Because I'm driving to Valdidra. It only took me 9 minutes in order to come here. Wow. It wouldn't have been possible even. But look, this route here is interesting because it's, in fact, it's fluid. Traffic here is fluid even on a weekday. Even at rush hour. Even during rush hour. Okay, so God, these ditches are just horrible. If you want to return to Biar, you take the right, but if you want to continue on to Valdidra, you take the left. this area is such a place to live in. And City Malki is over there, but it's misty. You can't see it very well, very clearly, despite the fact that it's sunny today. But there is this mist that persists here in the upper parts of Algiers. Okay, easy peasy. And this area here is known as the Shah apartment complex, and the Algerian Ministry of Energy is here. I'm taking the right, and this is the Valdidra Square, or roundabout with its beautiful palm trees. I can't turn around that roundabout. There is a beautiful garden here on the right. There is a beautiful park. It even has a gym equipment, and there is a parking lot here, a parking lot adjacent to the park. And I guess that it's okay to park your car here. It's okay to park your car by the park. I once parked my car here when I visited this park with my family. It was last summer. My kids enjoyed it because there are swings and slides. I hope that they didn't vandalize them. No. What you see there in the background over there is the tallest building in Algeria. In Algiers. And this is Valdidra, the Hydra Valley, with its hotels and restaurants and expensive stores. It's a new upscale neighborhood that was developed in the last 10 years. We're in 2022. If you want to go to El Biar, you take the right. If you want to go to Beni, you take the left. Normally, you're allowed to. All right. Yeah, it's the right of way because it's at the roundabout. And now it's our turn. Let's go. Let's go. So Beni is on the left. El Biar or Chateauneuf are on the right. See, El Biar and Chateauneuf. There is a school for judges here. I hope my phone doesn't overheat. Now, because I am headed to Chateauneuf, I'm taking this type of shortcut in order to skip that roundabout. I'm not obliged to drive as far as that roundabout. And of course, when there is traffic, this shortcut comes in handy. It really comes in handy. Believe me, guys. The faculty of medicine is on the left. It's that beautiful white building, covered in marble, I think. And this is another parking garage. So the local authorities have been developing these or building more parking garages for. They started building them in the 1980s. So for parks to park, and if you take the right road here, you will get in El Biar. And now if you take that road over there straight, you will get in Frévalon, in the Frévalon road that leads to Bebloued. But we are taking the left in order to go to Chevalier and then on to Cheraga. We have just left Chateauneuf. Chateauneuf is French for Newcastle. There is a British city known as Newcastle. It's in England, in northern England, Newcastle. So its French translation is Chateauneuf. Now we're approaching Chevalier. Took us 15 minutes to drive here. And you can see the two minarets of the Al-Arqam Mosque, the Chevalier Mosque, protruding from behind those buildings. The road is super bumpy here, and that's the mosque with its two minarets. But we are taking we are skipping the Chevalier roundabout, taking this underpass. There is a brief glimpse of the mosque. Here, it's one of the largest mosques here in Algiers. One of the largest mosques of the capital city. Be careful here because it's a very busy area. Lots of traffic and lots of people crossing the road. This is the heart of Chevalier. Never exceed 60 kilometers per hour here. Maximum speed should be 60 kilometers, if not less. Fougerolles is on the right, and the University of Bouzareah too. There is a beautiful garden here on the right, a beautiful park known as the Fougerolles Park, and I visited it once. I filmed it in a video. And on the left we have Clerval. There is a neighborhood known as Clerval with its beautiful mosque. All right, okay, let's go. It's getting hot, guys. Despite the fact that we are on the first day of January, Algeria needs more rain and snow. Beni Messous is on the right, but I'm skipping the roundabout. I'm driving straight to Cheraga. Once it took me a whole hour to walk from Cheraga to Chevalier, so it's quite a long distance. In fact, it should be something like 4 kilometers, assuming that my speed is 4 kilometers per hour when I walk. I'm an average walker, not a fast walker, neither a slow nor a fast walker. And I'm not very tall. I have an average height, typical to the Mediterranean race. And now Cheraga is straight ahead. I hope my phone doesn't overheat before I finish filming this video, because I feel like it's getting more and more hot, just like in the summer. And the summer heat prevented me from filming or finishing many interesting videos. It was such a shame. That's why I started avoiding filming long videos on sunny days. Maximum speed 60 kilometers per hour, so the speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. When you film videos like these, you might encounter various problems. Sometimes the battery dies, sometimes the phone overheats, sometimes the phone holder is unstable and the phone keeps falling off. But now I managed to fix that problem by adjusting the phone holder's magnets properly. By placing them properly where they should be placed. Now if you want to go to Beni Messous, you take the right. Beni Messous is a neighborhood in the upper parts of Algiers that's adjacent to Bouzareah and Chevalier too. There is a cemetery here around, the Beni Messous cemetery, and also a hospital not very far from this place. Alright guys, so now there is another roundabout here. They have the right of way, so the priority goes to cars coming from the left. Okay guys, so now let's continue. Excuse us. Go ahead. There is some compacted soil on the road surface, causing it to be bumpy. And that soil is dropped by trucks, by worksite trucks, construction site trucks. A forklift truck running backwards on an expressway like this. A very dangerous thing to do. There is the Cheraga gas station, a big gas station here in Cheraga. It's on the right. Be careful when you approach its exit, because it's at its exit that you know, you might have a collision. Here on the right, I once stopped by here in order to go to the restroom, and fortunately there was no water. The restrooms were closed because there was no water. Now we are approaching the central part of Cheraga, but we are not entering Cheraga. Not at all, because we are taking the right. We're headed to the plateau on the right. The plateau is part of Ain Benian. So the plateau road is the road that will lead you straight to Ain Benian. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The directions here are pretty simple. And all these people are headed to Ain Benian. And its adjacent parts, it's suburbs. Ain Benian used to be called Guilloville during colonial times, and it's developing. It keeps developing at a steady pace. You know, more and more stores, more and more interesting things are being built there. 40 kilometers per hour here, that's the speed limit, and they are planning on doubling this road, by the way. Okay, so it will have two carriageways, this one and the other one on the left. Minutes. All right, so you need to be careful around here, because there are farms and there are a few families living here. The soil is unstable here. There is a plant nursery on the left. Be careful here with these bends. I have scraped the road surface here, and there is the land is sliding here. A couple of weeks ago, in December 2021, I got stuck here in traffic at around 7 o'clock in the evening, and I was already stressed. I was already tired from a day at work, and then I got stuck here. It was quite demoralizing, and they are preparing to build a cemetery here. They are developing a cemetery here on the left for local residents. So the cemetery will probably be for both Cheraga and Ain Benian residents. It's here on the left, and it's by this small river. Maybe it's the Beni Messous River. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a small river, but it's unfortunately it's polluted. I've just had a look at it. Maybe it wasn't caught on camera, but I could see that the water is grey. The area is surrounded by farms, and it's also known for the presence of many fruit and vegetable sellers selling fruit and vegetables at an interesting price. But there is another market. There is a market over there. Guys, here we're not very far from the Bouzareah forest. Sorry, the Bainem Forest, Algiers largest forest. There is a hitchhiker, but I can't pick him up because I'm filming a video. You can't ask strangers to remain silent while you are, filming a video and talking in your own video. Okay, so this is one of the last rural roads here in Algiers. It's going to be doubled and transformed into an expressway, which is in fact a small motorway. Now we are approaching the entrance of Ain Benian, of the town of Ain Benian. Okay, so the Bainem Forest is on the right, guys, and you could drive to Bouzareah via that forest. On the left, you've got an apartment complex known as Bellevue, City Bellevue. It's part of Ain Benian. It's in the upper part of Ain Benian. City Bellevue, the apartment complex of City Bellevue. Beautiful view. It's French for beautiful view. There is a beautiful farm here on the right. It's all green. I wonder what they planted here. And it's bordered with these beautiful pine trees. There is a neighborhood on the left known as Derwisha. Construction site vehicles on the left. And now we are headed straight to Ain Benian. Which is known for its beaches and La Madrague, a recreational port. Okay, so the neighborhood on the left is known as Bab El Wali. Bab El Wali. And Derwisha is on the left, I think, yes. Minivan It's blocking the view, but it's okay. There is traffic. There is traffic in front of us. Okay, so it's rather unusual to have traffic in this area because it's practically rural. There is nothing today. We're in the winter and in the beginning of the winter, and there is nothing special. And now this area here is known as La Forêt, the forest. And I can see some new buildings here. I think that they are part of the AADL program. Yeah, probably. But the area needs some development. The roads need to be repaved around here. Once all the construction works are finished, the roads need to be rapidly repaved, you know. Otherwise, it's gonna be a living hell for the local residents. And as you can see, because it's the winter, there are lots of citrus fruit sellers. You know, those trucks that sell oranges and tangerines. There is now, if you want to go to La Forêt, to the neighborhood known as La Forêt, you take the right. What we are going to approach as much as possible the central part of Ain Benian. As you can see, now we have started our descent towards the seashore. If these houses didn't exist here, then we could have seen the sea. You can see that it's misty even here. I can't see the buildings in the background over there, the ADL buildings that are located in Derwisha. I can't see them here. Alright, so let's take the right and drive straight to the coastal part of Ain Benian. I hope that doesn't overheat. I mean, the phone doesn't overheat. Because when it does, it automatically stops filming. There is that mosque over there. I already can see its minaret, and I guess that it's the mosque, the big mosque that's adjacent to the Ain Benian Stadium. Although I'm not sure. Let's drive straight to it. We can't memorize all the roads. Algiers is a very big city, guys. So unless you are a delivery man or a taxi driver, you wouldn't really be able to memorize everything in every corner of the city. I drive a lot, I travel a lot, but I don't really, I mean, okay, I'm going to drive straight. So this road here, just look at that that sign over there. It's Babeloued. So if you take the right, you will go to Babeloued in Algiers, central Algiers. And now, if you go left, you will go to City Bellevue, the City Bellevue apartment complex, and Stawali. And now we are driving straight to the central part of Ain Benian. No entry sign over there. We need to take the right. Okay, by taking the right, and now, okay. So this mosque, it's probably one of the oldest here in Ain Benian, the Bashir al-Ibrahimi Mosque. Okay, but I think that there is a larger mosque further away, and this is the oldest part of Ain Benian with its colonial houses, as you can see. Some of them are very beautiful, very, very beautiful. And I think that this is the part of Ain Benian known as Le Village, the village, because In fact, all towns in the past used to be villages, except for old cities, very old cities like Algiers and Tlemcen and Constantine, that have always been cities. So Algiers used to be known as Ikosim during the presence of the Phoenicians here on the Algerian coast, and Constantine used to be known as Sirte. It was the capital city of Massinissa, the Amazigh king Massinissa, and Tlemcen was already a developed city in the Middle Ages, and was the capital of the Zianid dynasty, the Amazigh or Berber Zianid dynasty in Islamic times. Go ahead, you're welcome. You can see these buildings that are being erected in the middle of Ain Benian, not very far from City Bellevue, and that mosque I told you about. It has a tall minaret over there, and 3 or 4 domes. Guys, so it only took us 36 minutes in order to drive from Champ de Manoeuvre to the central part of Ain Benian today on January the 1st, 2022. I hope that you liked this video. We took a shortcut in order to come here. This is a shortcut that allows you to avoid traffic jams in rush hour. Alright, so I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button to receive notifications on my future videos. And don't hesitate to comment in the comment section and suggest me new videos to film for you. Take care of yourself, drive safely, and goodbye.